Good morning. Good morning. Top of the day to you too, Roddy. Hey, folks, good morning. This is what they call it, Black Friday. Yeah. Y'all ever go shopping on Black Friday? We used to. Crazy. It's crazy out there. We got 3:30, 4 o'clock. And, Walmart was like closed and have these Black Friday sales. And good morning, Rose. Donna, good morning. And we'd all take off these Black Friday sales. You see all kinds of kin folks down there, cousins and nephews and just everybody down there lined up in these lines. You'd have certain items picked out, and they open them doors. It's just like, you know, everybody running down them. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. Uh, and you try to, like you say, okay, you go to get such and such, and I'm going to run and get such and such, and have a couple, two of these things we want to really get. Good morning there, Stephanie. Good morning. Steve, good morning, buddy. 24 degrees, huh? You better stay warm, dude. Stay warm. Stay in. Yeah. Temperatures out there this morning. Good morning, Lena. Lisa. They're good morning there. Suzanne, good morning. Yesterday, I think it was 16 in Alaska where Thomas was at, or maybe the day before he'd going shopping. 24 this morning. We're there in Tennessee where Steve and them live, and a lot of you folks got snowstorms. I see this morning, I was reading some of the comments. 24 in Chicago, yeah. Good morning. Carly, good morning. 31 somewhere there, 25 in Indiana. Yeah, it just got cold, didn't it? Summer just left us. 13 in southwest Minnesota. Mary, stay warm, sweetie. Yeah. It's 40 here. It's not near as bad as it was you guys. 36 in Maryland, 29 there for Rose, I mean. Those temperatures there, guys, I'm serious. Unless you got to go out, don't go out. 36 in Rhode Island, 14 in Wisconsin, southern Wisconsin. See, that's just no need in that. Just 19 in South Dakota, 30 in North Carolina, 10. I didn't get to see where it was at. 10, 26 in Kentucky where you live, 36 in Oklahoma, 45 in Mobile, 28 in Washington, Michigan. Okay, yeah, it's crazy. But temperatures like that, unless you have to go out and feed something, 50 in Southern California, I can handle that. Yeah. Unless you got 27 in Arkansas. Don't go out. 3. Shirley, where are you at? 3 degrees wherever Shirley's at. Oh, Lester's water main busted. Old Chuck probably did that. Chuck's a bad dude. Lester, I guess, loves him. Chuck worries me. Anyway, good morning, all you folks out there. I see all y'all in Quebec. It's 10 degrees. Minus 10 in Quebec. Okay. I'm not going there today. I'm not going up there today. I can't. As a young man, I might could have. They had another earthquake in Alaska, guys. Thomas told me he was sitting in his recliner, and all of a sudden the house started shaking, the walls started moving, stuff falling all off his tables and stuff, and he couldn't get out of his recliner. I don't think. Best just stay in it, bud. Just stay in it. He said it lasted a while. Then they had these little after tremors too. But having a 6 point something up there this morning, that's a lot. That's dangerous. That's some dangerous earthquakes there, guys. I haven't seen Lester's new bull except for a picture. It's a beautiful bull. I'm gonna go up. I told him, I said, we get through the holidays, and NG and little Cassidy one day will drive up and check on that bull. I'd like to see it. He's a beautiful bull. I think got a good deal. I think got a good deal on that. So anyway, Now if he just trade old Chuck off for a billy goat or something, or a stray dog or something, trade him for something. Anyway, he's a pretty bull, really is. I like his coloring, and be neat to see a bunch of calves out of him. But old Tex throws, all them bulls throw some pretty calves. So, anyway, we had a great time yesterday, guys. I was reading a lot of comments this morning. I don't know if Jake found his emu or not. I think I'd have kept him pinned up a little bit longer, settle him down some. But, hopefully he'll find him and get him back. I just heard about that last night. I was told he'd lost his emu. Anyway, we had a great time yesterday, guys. I think everybody showed up. Tina and her family were all up in Uvalde, Ben and all of them, and Dustin and them went and spent the day with Jill's mom, who, she has brain cancer, and they want to stay with her through Thanksgiving, so they all went there. But we had Lester and Jamie came. It was awesome to have them, and they brought some dishes, pecan pies and stuff like that, and I can't remember what everything everybody brought. We had so much food, my Lord. And G and I, we'll be back. We'll be back for supper, baby. So Kim said, well, come on in. When you leave, take them turkeys. Me and Levi are not going to eat them turkeys. So I brought 2 turkeys home last night, or what was left of 2 turkeys. They were good. Dan made one, and Lou made one. Dan did his a little bit different than what Lou did. I wanted to see how it worked. And both of them was delicious. But anyway, I brought them home, and what was left of them, carved them up, took all the meat off the bones, and we'll use that for sandwiches and stuff like that. But, we have in the past taken the turkey after I carved off the bone, what was left, and cut it in little cubes and make a gravy with it and pour it over rice or creamed potatoes, whichever, man, it's some good stuff. Woke up at 3 o'clock wanting somebody could see what you wanted. But y'all, a little video I made about family tradition. That's something we've done, I guess, all my life as a family. All show up for, together, and then everybody brings. We do the same thing at other holidays. Everybody brings something, and it's fun. Hank, the coon hound up there. Stephen had to warm his ears. I bet so at 24 degrees. I bet he needs some. Those ears probably hang way down to here. They need to be warmed up. Lester PawPaw's twin. Well, hopefully he looks better than this. He looks better than this. All right, I see some folks. It's prayers for Brenda's dad, or for Brenda. I can't see, but we'll get this here. Y'all give me a name here in a minute. We'll put the name on our list. Set your ceiling fans clockwise. We don't have no wind here this morning, so Sandy has a birthday December the 2nd. Okay, getting close, sweetie, getting close. Yes, listen, Vera is in surgery today. I don't know if it's this morning or this afternoon, but she is in surgery today. Keep her in your prayers, okay? I talked to her on the phone, I guess it's the day before yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was just a big fog almost. Everything just go, feeding up the animals and stuff and cooking up stuff in here and then going to lunch and coming back and having such a busy afternoon taking a nap. I'd have that nap. But keep her in your prayers, okay? She's gonna be okay. But we're gonna keep her on our prayers. But she is having surgery today. Yeah. Uh, Praying for Brenda, okay? Brenda, we're gonna put Brenda on here, okay? Hang on. Did the Cowboys win? Yes. I was. They have kind of come on pretty strong here recently. They did win, and it seems like Kansas City has really been struggling this year. It seems like they struggling a lot. I don't know exactly where their problem. They was so dominant for the last several years, and then all of a sudden this year it seems like they really struggling. I don't know if. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a coach. Okay. I see lots of issues. Bengals got a win last night. Sure did. We watched. That's about all we did yesterday. Come home, we watched football games, but I slept through most of them. Some of them, and we watched that last one last night. It was what? I forget who played last. I've seen about 2 or 3 teams yesterday. Bears fan there, okay. Bears doing pretty good, huh? Buffalo and a lot of them teams doing, better than they had been. Denver, I think, is doing good. I talked to Ronnie. I don't see him on here yet, but I talked to him just a few minutes ago. He's awake. He's awake. And I guarantee he's not helping his wife do nothing, so you ain't got to worry about that. I talked to him earlier. I said, Ronnie, you see me helping my wife cook? I said, you help your wife? No. Oh, it's too late to help Ronnie. I can't help him. But anyway, we was laughing about yesterday about Black Friday sales, how people go to all these sales. Now you just about get them all online, but people still love to go just look, But I've seen some crazy stuff take place when that stuff's going on. Now, we used to have a kind of a tradition even on that. Black Friday, we get up early, and go, and Ben would go with us because Ben wanted to have breakfast when it was over. And then we'd go to this place called Hot Biscuit. And Hot Biscuit was a breakfast buffet. And I mean, bacon would be piled up this high, and just everything. Biscuits, you name it, it was there. And Ben loved to go there and just sit there at the bacon aisle. It seemed like, but yeah, they had good breakfast. But we'd always go there for breakfast after we did some shopping. But we'd start at Walmart, then we'd end up at, I can't remember the place, but there are different places that had different sales that you would want to go to, but I saw people would take stuff that almost fight over stuff sometimes in an aisle. You'd be getting down almost nothing, and just grabbing, and people just grabbing from each other, pulling. And I thought, my Lord, it's dangerous in here. But yeah, I think now it may be a little bit different. I don't know. I think you get so much stuff online now, so it may have took down some of the crowds, But it got to be where they're at Walmart down there at Porter. They have these TV sales, and people be fighting. There be stacks of TV. You see them pulling from TVs from each other and all that. So then they come up with a plan. The last time we got a TV from them on a sale was you went through the restaurant and bought it there, and they give you a little ticket, and you went out to a truck. And so it was kind of more organized. You lined up that truck, hand them that ticket, they hand you the TV. But yeah, I've seen people take stuff out of other people's cart. Just reach in and grab it and take off. So we don't do it no more. But we used to, and then we'd have breakfast at Hot Biscuit before we headed home. I'm glad we don't do it no more myself. I don't want to get up no 3 o'clock. And now I don't get around that fast. I'd get run over. But they would. They'd be at the doors. Doors be locked. And when they opened them doors, it was just people go. Anyway, that's all over with for us. Are you froze up, Carly K? We're all cold, sweetie. I'm not really cold in here. I'm in in the open range this morning. And Camp Easy's open range. And it's fairly warm in here. I don't have the heat on, but it's not that cold in here. But out there, it's pretty brisk at 40 degrees. So, but that's nothing compared to some of you guys. Okay. All right, Ben. Ben has diabetes, or I can see the whole message there about Ben. I don't know if you asked him for prayer for Ben or Ben passed away. I didn't see what you said about Ben. So you can tell me something. Come back and tell me something about Ben. Good morning from Oregon there. Good morning, Tina, up in Oregon. I'm so tired. Okay, see that? Get names confused. Connie lost 2 toes to diabetes. All right, praying for Ben. Okay, I got you. I got you now. Okay, put Ben on here. Our Ben is up in Uvalde with his other grandparents. Yeah, we got Ben on the list. We'll name off our list. We got a big list, guys. But you know what? That ain't too big for God, is it? It's never too big for God. And I think he appreciates us naming them. I think so. But if you don't know him, you ain't got to. You just ask for prayers for those that need it. You know, he knows them too. Okay. Tomorrow, G and I are going to become parents. He thought I was too old? Yeah. We're getting 4 kittens. I got you, didn't I? Yeah. Jamie's bringing us 4 kittens tomorrow. We're going to raise them. That'll go with our 8. We'll take care of them. Yeah. We're going to get kittens. I have no idea if boys, girls, or both. I don't know. We'll have to get them all neutered and spayed eventually at some point one day. Back in the day, on the boy cats, I did it myself. And it's not that hard, and I was always very gentle with them, and I think the fear of it was the worst thing. I don't do it no more. We take them to the vet. But the worst thing was the fear. They scared when you're trying to hold one, you know, and I'd always use Lester and Daniel to be my nurses. And I'd do the surgery. And I've done them for myself. I've done them for neighbors. They'd call me and say, "Hey, I got a tomcat. I need you to come neuter." Be right there. No, I'm serious. I did a lot around the neighborhood. It wasn't hard, and it was. But my nurses, Lester or Dan, they would hold the cat, and naturally, the cat is not going to be happy about what was going on, you know. So there would be some issues there, and And I finally had to just quit it because my nurses would start squealing and screaming like girls. He said, a big old boy like Lester or Daniel. You know, I can't do this no more. But that's how I grew up. That's the way we did it, guys. We neutered our own animals needed neutering. We did it. No, we didn't do any kind of spade and stuff. You got to go inside. You know, I wouldn't. My dad might have tried it, and I never tried anything like that. But yeah, we did it all ourselves. You know, pigs, horses, goats, calves. You know, we didn't call a vet out for stuff like that. It was all done right here on the farm. And we used to brand our animals. You know, and branding still is sometimes a lot of folks say, "Oh, don't do that, don't do that." But you know what? I'm gonna tell you what. I lost some cattle because they wasn't branded, and those cattle may ended up in a packing plant somewhere getting butchered. You know, because I didn't brand them. But it's got to a point now. I don't feel like I'm to the point I want to get out and brand anymore. We used to do it, you know, we'd gather them up usually on Christmas holidays and run them through the chute into the head gates and brand them and then turn them back out, you know. But, and Lester and Daniel did that with me. But we don't do it no more. Sometimes people say, oh, I can't stand seeing them brand them. Well, it's not a fun thing. I know it's not a fun thing. But you might save that animal's life down the road, too. You got to think about that sometimes. Anyway, Lester snake strain. Yeah, I think, you have to brand sometimes. You do. And a lot of these registered cattle have to be branded. You know, there'll be a brand on there. There'll also be a number, and that number has to coincide with that branding on those papers and restoration papers. And you can't just say, well, that's number 10. You got to have it number 10 on him or whatever it is. So yeah, they got to do that. Morning, Miss Dallas. Let's get back to some of you guys. How? Hey, Carol. Cordacy. Good morning, Ray. Ray, how we doing, buddy? Good morning, Ricardo. Ray, we hope you had a good Thanksgiving, bud. I know it had to be different. I know it had to be different, buddy. We feel for you and praying for you, okay? When someone, the same way over there with the Neal family, like Rose, lost her husband, Donnie. You know, these holidays, we lost our mom right before Thanksgiving back in the day, and lost my dad right before Christmas. Different years, and then the holiday comes and that person's not there. It knocks you for a loop. And holidays are tough. I was reading some comments this morning. Sweet folks lost lots of their family over the years, and now they're down to just one or two or three, or even by themselves, And I saw one that she did exactly what I'd have done. Cooked her a meal, curled up with her fur babies and watched TV, watched movies. That's exactly what I'd have done, And because, what else could you do, How am I feeling after wishing? Well, I'm going to tell you what about that wish. Old Dan tried to hurt me. I know he tried. It probably took out insurance on me. Probably. I don't know how I ended up inside that water, that wishing well. I don't know. But, God took care of me. That thing come back on me. There's 2 rows of screws where that wind vane is screwed down on the roof. And they're about this long. And there's 2 rows of them. And my head went right down between them 2 rows of screws. Now, I don't know what would happen if they stuck my head. It may have been at the end of it. I don't know. And then, but in that bucket, we have rocks in that bucket to keep it from blowing in the wind. And they go, bam! So, yeah. But it did. I didn't get a scratch on me. Not a scratch, not a bruise, not a scrape. Dan will try it again probably. He'll try something different. Next time it'll be something different. No, it was an accident. It was just it felt like it was a slow motion, but it wasn't, was it? It wasn't a slow motion, but it felt like it. Yeah, it was a miracle. I'm serious. It was quite something. I don't know how it happened. Just anyway. But I don't have a scratch on me, guys. Just not a scratch, not a bruise, not a scrape, nothing. And hadn't wanted to work with Dan since because I figured next time he'd try something different. It might not be so easy. It looked like slow motion. Yeah, it felt like slow motion to me, but I don't think it was so slow. It could have been. All I know is it come back and Dan said he saw it cane go flying out to one side. So I don't know. But anyway, yeah. Oh yeah. I wasn't alone in that well house, was I? No, I don't think so either. Thank you there, Sky. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think so too. Ronnie's out chasing possum this morning. Could be. He could be out chasing them, or he's out there in the hen house. You got to watch him. Ronnie, seriously speaking, is a pretty good artist. I'm serious. We got several paintings from Ronnie, and I always pick at him because Jimmy over there that painted my poster portrait for my poster. More or less worked with Ronnie. Thank you, Ricardo. Thank you so much. Kind of along in doing his painting. That was pretty good, but he said he's going to go back to it. He thinks he wants to get back into painting, kind of ease his mind, take it away a lot of the stress and stuff, and I think it's a good thing. I think I told him you need to paint a painting for Thomas up there in Alaska, paint him looking like a mountain man with a polar bear over his shoulder or something, not some kind of sickle painting he might want to do of Thomas. All right. Yeah, I think it is a good idea for Ronnie. Now listen, if anybody of you folks are new out there, if you're new, we want to welcome you here. It's just a chat. Thank you, Carla. Thanks, sweetie. We want to welcome you here to this channel because it's just a chat channel. We pray with each other. A lot of them make phone calls and text messages and emails to each other that they've met on here, and that thrills me. And we pray for our pets. We got pets that may be sick. We put them in the pot. Pray for them. Watch from New Caney. Thank you there, Hannah. Right down the road, sweetie. That's just the way we do. And we chat. We have a good time. We don't get into politics. We don't get into... You can vote how you want to vote, wherever you live. That's your business. I'm going to vote my way. You vote yours, and we still be friends. Yeah, we can. And we don't do controversial stuff. We don't try to pick at somebody to fire them up, Amy, I have noticed you, sweetie. Amy's upset. She's been chatting with me for a long time, but I don't notice her. Amy, listen. Everybody, listen. Sometimes these names go by so fast, I can't see the names. Okay, they just chip, zip. They go right on by. And if I don't call your name, it ain't because I'm ignoring you. I don't ignore folks. I just try to. I see some of them. Some of them slow down to a point like there's nothing, not another message coming, and they'll stop for a minute, like right there, Bigfoot. About Bigfoot. And then they start moving fast again. So it's just that you're not being ignored, okay? So good morning, Amy. Good morning, Lisa. I see you there from Michigan. Is that slow down? Terry Bodine. It's hard to see. Thank you, Terry. It is hard to see everybody. Maybe on your TV screen or whatever you're watching, it's bigger and you can see it all easy. I'm looking at a little screen like so. And they're small and they go fast sometimes. But I do love every one of you guys, okay? Peggy, good morning, Peggy. You cold up there in North Carolina? When Jamie went up to see her son up in Illinois, Dorothy told her he got some stuff for my shops and stuff for some Kim and stuff, and she's only like a 3-hour drive. Say only, yeah, a 3-hour drive from where Jamie was. So she called Jamie and says, "Could I bring this stuff and you take it back? So I won't have to ship it all, Well, yeah, Jamie said it'd be great. Thank you so much. Thank you there. I appreciate that. So she drove the 3 hours, dropped the stuff off, and Jamie brought it back, and Lester delivered it all yesterday, and we're going to do it. Appreciate that. Thank you. We're going to do that, open them on our gifts for tomorrow, Saturday, yeah. So, and we got some other stuff. Funny thing about something, K Crisp or P Crisp, I forget which one it was. There was some stuff delivered out here in our delivery thing from Walmart, several packages. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And it's P Crisp or K Crisp. I forget which one. Anyway, so nobody here knew that name. So I went down to Steph. I said, Steph, you know a K Crisp or P Crisp, whichever it was. She said, no. I said, well, if somebody comes by looking for some packages, they up here in the deal. So later, here comes another delivery. And so I go out to check and deliver who it's for and everything, and it's for PawPaw Morrow. And then out beside us is K Crisp or P Crisp, one or the other. Okay, that stuff is for PawPaw because that's the person that was sending it. The first few pages, they didn't put my name on it. It's just my address stuff. Whew. Okay, that's all soft. We're going to open those things too. So thank y'all so much. Anyway. This was the name. What's the chips? It's a name. Okay, Lola, I see someone saying something you lost. Yes. So sorry for folks that have lost loved ones. We've probably all of us have been there. 11 degrees or 12 degrees Fahrenheit for Julie. Julie, where are you at? Are you in Canada, right, Julie? You in Canada? I'm trying to think where Julie's at. See, some of you folks, I remember where you're from. Anyway, somewhere it's 12 degrees, and that's cold. Yeah. Yikes. Yeah. If you see the thing where it says Reba, that's Ray, okay? When I called Ray the first time, I had Reba's number, and it's the number he answered to. So, talked to my friend Larry, my camping partner. I said, Bud, the weather's right. When you want to go? He said, well, I just got my eye surgery. He had cataracts, I think, removed. He says, give me a couple of weeks. I'll be ready. So the weather's right now for camping. I didn't want to go when it's hot, It's cool weather, be great. Thank you, Dana. Appreciate that, sweetie. Thank you so much. 23 in Missouri. It was 13 earlier. Let's warm it up. Warm it up quick. Oregon hadn't got cold yet. It will though, won't it? It will. Unless maybe if you live right on the coast, it don't. I don't know. My oldest brother don't live far from the Oregon border in Washington State. Now where he lives, it gets cold and they have tons of snow, and they have these heaters in their water troughs. And even with the heaters going, they sometimes have to go out and bust the ice so the cows can drink. And we get the kitchen sink in the weekend. Well, we got a kitchen sink. It's not hooked up. So we still going to the bathroom to wash our dishes in the sink in there, which we got hot water. Well, that's great. But it's just a small sink. Here you are scrubbing your dishes in that sink. Yeah, busting ice is a chore. I've only had to do it. Well, I've done it a few times on the regular water trough. It'd be thin. Just, you know, hit it with something and bust it up pretty good. The only time we ever had to get where we had to use like sledgehammers, it's been years ago. My dad and I. There's a funny story too about that because it was down in the teens and it'd been that way for a couple of days. And our old pond out here, the cows were drinking out of, it had ice about so thick on it, and you could walk on it. And he said, "Bud, we're gonna have to bust that ice over them cows, get some water." Okay, bud. Okay, Dad, I'm ready. So we got sledgehammers. We went out there and we started busting. Oh, it was cold. And sure enough, it would bust it up chunks and shove the chunks out of the way, you know, so that water would be exposed. More cows drinking that water. And we had a big old pile of creosoted cross ties that with no old corral we'd had built out of cross ties. And we took them, and a lot of them were rotten. And we piled them up, a big pile. And he said, "I'm going to set them things on fire so them cows get warm." Okay, so we set them on fire, and them old cows did. They almost get up in that fire to get up by it. And my dad had an old gray-colored cow, no Brahma cow, and she's gray. She got up so close, standing close, so close to that fire, and when the fire went down the next day, we was out there checking on everything, you know, and she was gray on that one side, but the side next to the fire, her hair had singed and she was brown, tan color, it all singed. So she was two-tone. Yeah, thank you, Katie. Yeah, Ray, we all love you guys. We know you're going through some hard times, bud. You know we're all here for you, okay? I'm trying to catch all these comments best I can, Amy. I'm trying. Look at Deborah Barnes. Good morning. Virginia, good morning. Uh-oh. I hope blood has stopped. She had a bloody nose. I sometimes have nosebleeds. I used to, not all the time. There are times I'd have them, but they wasn't that severe. Like that, we don't stop. And when I was a kid, I did, and they'd put like something cold, lay my head back, put something cold on the back of my neck. I don't know what that did. That's what my mom did do. You know, ice pack on the back of my neck. All right. Somebody got 6 inches of snow. Was that Linda or Cindy? Cindy got 6 inches of snow. Yeah, I did too, more when I was young. Have a great day, Ray. You take care, buddy. All right, let's get on over to our prayer list real quick, guys, and get that out of the way. Okay. Do I still have Gidget? Oh, yes, I do. She's in the goat house this morning right now with the goats. I'll let them out when I get through here. I'll go out and feed them and let them out. She stays with the goats, and she thinks she's a goat, I guess. But I don't let her out in the big pasture. If I let the goats out, I will. But, she'll come back in with them. If you let her out by herself, she'll go off over that fence over there and run up down that fence where them other horses are. And I can't let her stay out. She gets a little crazy, crazy. And I don't let her go over there and hang out with the horses. If she does, then the next day it's harder on her. It's harder on her. And once she's been over and played with them, the next day she wants to go back. And you say, that's okay, do it. Well, you can if you have the time and stuff to do all that. But some days, or the temperature or stuff, whatever's too hot to get out there and mess with them, and then we get to running and they get hot, or it's too cold. Yeah, I'm just looking for excuses for myself. But she loves her goats. And the goats take off across that field, she takes off with them. If they come running back, she runs back with them. And, okay, Lori, put you on the list too. Lori right here, okay? Lori's on our prayer list. I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of folks on here, but it's okay. So, if we get this done, then we'll be looking for birthdays, okay? Let's get this out of the way first. We got Charles, Dorothy, and Ronnie, okay? Vera, who's having surgery today, Carol and Rebecca, and Ray, remember Ray, Marcia, Cynthia, and Susan, Tammy, and Karen, and Jackie, Christine, Debbie, and Alexis, Janet, Michelle, Tanya, Doris, Cherry, and Megan, Jerry and Gabe, Molly, and Becky, David, Amy, Wendy, Bill, Connie, Jason, and Dave, and Cookie, Jacob, Joy, Brenda, Ben, and Lori. Okay, now, Julie's got a birthday. Let me write Julie over here. So hang on, Julie. While I'm writing this, Julie, get your Band-Aids out. Okay? And Virginia? Virginia birthday or what? Oh, Cindy went to put up her Christmas tree. I didn't get to see all of it there. Connie, we don't have you on here, Connie. I should have you on here, Connie. Connie's on a prayer list, okay? Remember Connie. I thought I had Connie on here. Okay. Something about Frank and your dog. Was it Haley? The dog Haley? Or Connie. Connie has a birthday. Well, Connie, we praying for you and his birthday too. Okay. All right. Christopher. Okay. Prayers for Elizabeth. Okay, we got that. The other Connie has a birthday. Okay. Well, we got Connie on both. We got Connie on the prayer list. We got Connie on the birthday list. We got them both. Okay. All right. Frank and dog Haley. Linda wants to pray for Frank, and I'm guessing Frank's a person, and a dog Haley. All right. Robert. We got Robert. I won't be here to sing for Robert tomorrow, but we'll put old Robert on here today. Okay, Cindy had a birthday on the 12th and didn't tell us. Okay, Cindy. Get your Band-Aids ready, kid. All right, Chantel. Boy, we got a bunch of guys. Yeah. Virginia. I don't know, Virginia, was that a birthday or a prayer? I didn't get to see what you said. You see, Amy? I don't get to see everybody's. I'm just picking on you, sweetie. All right, Frank's AFib will come. Okay, all right. Okay, I got you. And I'm going to put my sister on here too, because she's going to put Sis, okay, and Jill. Okay. My sister went to over where Ronnie actually lives in Manny to spend Thanksgiving with her late husband's family and wanted her to come over. In fact, one of the girls had come and got her. And they went back, and she got over there and got to where she couldn't breathe. And she's been having some issues with her heart and her kidneys. You know, last year she'd been on dialysis, and they finally took her off of it. She got to where she was doing a lot better, and they was able to take her off it, which I don't know if they should have or not, but they did. They cut her down from 3 a week to 2, and then finally to 1. Then finally said, "You're doing good, so just watch you." But regardless, anyway, she gets over there. She can't breathe. They take her to the hospital there in Manny, and her heart was AFib and all kinds of stuff going on. Her blood sugar was way up, and her lungs had fluid in them. So they flighted her up to Shreveport. And but as of yesterday, last time I talked to her son, she was doing better. The heart settled down. The blood sugar is bringing it down, and is working on the fluid in her lungs and all through medication. Not sure how long she'll be up there, but her son's there, so he lives there in Shreveport, so she's in good hands up there. And then naturally there's Jill. Her name's Margaret, but we just call her Sis. Sis. She's a couple years older than me. She lived up there. You know, she's married to a guy, Maurice Thames, up there, and not too far from where Ronnie lives, right at a little town called Noble, right outside of Manny. And which we didn't know Ronnie at the time. If I knew that, I'd told her to move. Get out of there. Get out of there, sis. Get out of there. Ronnie's down the road. But anyway, she's doing better as of yesterday. So let's get the birthdays done. If I miss somebody, y'all can tell me, and we'll come back to them. Okay, we got Virginia, I'm guessing. We're going to sing to her anyway. Chantel, Julie, Connie, Christopher, Robert, and Cindy. Now, Christopher and Robert are guys. So we're going to sing them separate, because I ain't worried about them guys biting themselves. Them women, it's them women that start that chomping around. You don't believe me? You don't believe me? Ask Carla. And there's been a couple of more too, but Carla was the worst, I guess. She bit her husband. You know, poor Seth. Bite marks all over him. Anyway, here we go. We do the guys first. Get them out of the way. All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Christopher and Robert. Happy birthday to you. Now the ladies. Here we go with the ladies. Here's where it gets dangerous. I'm glad I'm here. Hey, thank you, Marie. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm glad I'm here and y'all there. See, I won't get bit. Okay, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Virginia, Chantel, and Julie. Happy birthday to you. Now, we're going to do 2 more. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Connie and Cindy. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Now, I'm not responsible for any biting y'all do. I've told you, I warned you. Okay. Now, let's get our animals prayed for here real quick. Guys, you know, People say, oh, I can't believe you pray for animals. Well, I'll tell you what. Prayers brought old Ivan back and probably made old Buster a lot better, quicker than after that copperhead got him. I was worried about little Buster. And anyway, so let's do it. I believe in it. If you don't, then you ain't gotta. You ain't gotta. I ain't gonna push it on you. Here we go. Okay, Virginia, I got you. Healing prayers. Well, we sang to you anyway, Virginia. I'm gonna put you on the other list, but you got sung to, sweetie. Virginia wanted a healing prayer, but we give her a birthday song. PawPaw, he's old. He's old. All right, here we go. We got Ellie, Max, Cooper, Bubba, Buster, and Lacey, Brownie, Daisy, Rosie, and Haley. Pray for those animals. I believe in praying for animals. Oh, Ivan was vets done rode him off, and I came to you folks, and y'all prayed. And I always tell that story. This lady went to her church. They all probably thought she was nuts. I appreciated her. In that prayer meeting, she said, stood up and said, I want everybody to pray for Ivan the donkey. They did. They did. And yeah, everybody's praying for Ivan. And they said in 2 weeks, if he makes it 2 weeks, he might make it, but don't count on it. And the little old guy, I thank God that I was able at the time, still physically able. I don't know if I could pull him up today, with my legs and stuff, my knees like they are. But at the time I was. I'd brace myself, and he was so stiff he couldn't move. And I'd pull him up and get him up and have to hold him, brace him against the wall till he get circulation going again. And then he walked worse than me. And he couldn't eat, couldn't drink. He had to suck. He couldn't open. It was like lockjaw, what they call lockjaw, And I'd push food into his mouth and sweet feed. He finally swallowed it. We kept him going. And that 12th day, I think, something like that, 13th day, something like that, right at 2 weeks, I'm bringing him around, leading him around, and one of the cats or something went by, he kicked that little foot at, all right, guys, boy's gonna be okay. And sure enough, he was. Now he's a total ass. But I love him. And I go out there in the mornings, and I'm gonna get a report right off. He's gonna come tell me what's going on out there. He was strong-willed. Yep, he was, and good folks praying for him. Guys, we're getting on there pretty close. Keep Vera in our prayers, okay? She having surgery today, okay? I don't know. I think she told me at 1, but it may be earlier than that. It may be right now. I don't know. But so keep her in your prayers. And all they do take care of that. She has breast cancer. I think she's told everybody, and they're gonna. I think she said they're gonna use like a laser type thing. So just pray for her, okay? And Jill is doing good. She has to go back in, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks or a month, whatever, and they'll check if everything's okay. They did the radiation on her, the surgery, then the radiation, and they said there's just a tiny dot still showed, and they'll check that out, If it's went away, fine. If it hasn't, then they'll remove that. Okay. I'll check on Ronnie. I talked to Ronnie a few minutes ago, right before we started, and everything was fine with Ronnie. I don't know what's happened. He may not be getting internet or something. Never know. But I'll check on him when we get off of here. Because when he's not on here agitating, and I don't even see Thomas on here. Is Thomas, you on here today? William's on here. We are, William. We're going to remember Vera. Sweet, sweet lady. Uh, uh, yeah, guys, I know the weather's changing for everybody. I think we're supposed to start getting some rains with this cold weather which is like, say, 40 degrees, not bad. But we're going to start getting some rain in here, so I'm going to put out probably hay today. Being first, I always wait till Thanksgiving to start putting out hay if I can. And I'll probably put out a roll of hay today or maybe tomorrow. May wait till tomorrow and start feeding hay. I feed hay different than a lot of folks. I only got a few cows, and I put a roll of hay inside the corral, and I let the cows in on it at night. And then in the mornings, I'll take cubes out, and they'll come out for the cubes, and I'll close the gate. That way, they don't just stand there on it for 24 hours a day and waste and everything else. They'll get on out there during the daytime. They'll lay out there in the pasture somewhere. They'll graze around a little bit, because there'll be some green grass underneath that old tall grass in the back most of the winter until it just goes completely dormant. Thomas is here. Okay, Thomas. Thomas, that last earthquake bother you? I think y'all had another one this morning up there. I think I want to be out in open pasture somewhere when them earthquakes start. I think it keeps stuff from falling on me. All right, 20s of snow. I hope all of you have a great weekend, and we'll be back on here come Monday morning, good Lord's willing, and see how all the weekend went for everybody. Appreciate you folks that have joined up on the Misfits. I appreciate that. And I appreciate all you folks that watched the videos, okay? And like and share. Thank you, Kate. Just like and share. Pass it around. We had a good weekend, a good Thanksgiving, and we're looking forward to the rest of the weekend. Lex is going to be here until Saturday. He's going up to his dad's on Saturday and spend the night, and he go back to his mom's on Sunday. And I guess it's Saturday is when they come to pick him up. Jamie's going to bring us those 4 kittens. Yeah, 4 kittens. I think they're really little guys. I think they're like little orphan kitties, But we'll take care of them. They'll be fine. I may let them live in my new shed I got out there. We got a heat light in there and everything, keeping them plants warm. It'll be warm in there. I go bet it's warm in there right now. And put them a cat box in there until they get older. They can come run out and run the yard then. And she may want to bring them in the house. Hopefully not, but she may, because we got 3 cats coming there now. And they'll come in, sleep, and eat, and go back out. We've got Mick and Roman and Seamus. Yeah, Lex loves being here. He loves his new room. Guys, I'm going to tell you what, he loves his new room. He's got his Xbox set up in there, and he got a chair in there, a little old rocker, his little glider chair he had. It's in there, and he turns it around. He sits there and slides back and forth. Then he get in the bed, him and old Kippy, and little Birdie has to go in there and sleep with him too. Little Birdie. But yeah, he's enjoyed it. He loves his room. Yeah, he does. And at night we watch TV, and he watched TV with us, and he said, I'm going to go and play some games. And he'll go in and close his door. So we don't bother him. He don't bother us, I guess, But yeah, he really likes it. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I love y'all. I enjoyed this morning. I hope you guys, in that cold weather, stay warm. Stay out of that nasty stuff. If you ain't got to go out in it, don't do it, And I'll be seeing you guys back here on Monday morning. Regular videos every day. But this here will be our lives are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, in case you're new, okay? Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you're new, we welcome you here. Just let us know who you are. Tell these folks who you are, and me, if I don't see it, they will. Where you're from, and you'll make some good friends here, okay? A lot of folks don't have neighbors or they live alone, and they have made lots of good friends here. They chat with every day. I love y'all. Y'all take care. Now, I'll be checking on old Ronnie, see what's wrong with him. He's probably out of internet. Probably didn't pay his bill. I love y'all. Y'all take care.